How did you come up with the concept for the story and the execution on it?
Ben, it's an excellent question. I'm going to go a little off script. Yeah, I know. So, but can I ask you guys for a favor? Just a quick favor. You don't have to take off your mask and you don't say anything. So this is behind the scenes. Your Comic-Con shit behind the scenes. And the DC universe, it's not something that actually exists. It exists because people work on it. It exists because people care about it. It exists because people love it. And for the last 3 years, it exists because Josh Williamson, who's sitting next to me, has called it together by spending time with all of us on the phone, by working on all of these characters, by caring deeply and lovingly about this universe. And to me, there's a line. It goes Gardner Fox, Marv Wolfman, Jeff Johns, Josh Williamson. Could you give them an applause?
Are you trying to Joseph Quinn me on stage right now? That's a joke for like maybe 5% of the people in this audience, but yes, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
No, I appreciate you. I just want to
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you were the first person I went to with one of these specials was Tom. He was the first one that I was like.
That's why I'm saying this, so hopefully I get more work.
Yeah.
This is me sucking up to you. I don't know.
It was like a year ago. I was like, hey, we're doing this thing. I think you should do the Superman one. And you were like, I'll do that. I'll write Superman. I'll do that one. Yeah.
No, that's not what you said. You said, hey, Tom, do you remember that story where Superman gets everything he wants? And I was like, oh yeah, you mean the best Superman story of all time by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons of Watchmen? And you're like, yeah, can you do that again?
No, I asked you to do Alan Moore without doing Alan Moore, is what I asked you.
And I was like, well, has Alan Moore ever used a 9-panel grid? Because I can...
I thought that was the real... I don't want to make too much fun. Yeah, it was just like, yes, can you do this? Can you make it without making that? Yeah. And make some toys, that was the thing.
Yeah,
make fun stuff. And that was my big request to you, was could you make it fun and not sad? That was my big request. Which you still made it sad. It's beautiful. John gets a motorcycle in it. It's great. Like, it's so much fun. I hope they make a toy of that motorcycle. But then you get to the ending, and Clark is watching John fly off into space as an adult. Because you should talk about this. I shouldn't talk about it. You should talk about it.
See, this is what he does. He knows this universe. He knows our stories. This is the magic of Josh. So my story is very simple. Josh gave me an assignment and said, what would make Superman the most happy? And for me, I'm a father, like a lot of us on this stage, and that moment in Superman when John ages from 12 to 18, or 13 to 18, to me, and then they come back and they celebrate and they hug, but to me, it ripped my heart out. Because to miss 4 or 5 years of my son's life, I'd take an arm. I'd rather have that than miss 4 years. Yeah. And so to me, I was like, immediately, this is what Superman most wants in the world. Like, he wants those years of John back. He wants to experience John's teenage years. Yeah. And so that's what I made the story about. And teenage years are not happy-go-lucky years for a parent and a child. But that's what makes them wonderful, is you're seeing your child become not you. You're seeing your child rebel against you, and you're trying to shape that rebellion so it doesn't hurt them while they discover who they are. And Superman, his dream is not happiness and beauty and perfection, because that's a fascist dream. He's like, his dream is the messiness of life, because he wants to be human. He wants to be what John made him, John Kent, and his mother. So that's what my story is. And yeah, so you have to write a happy story, and on the first page there's people picking eyeballs out and eating them.
Yeah, people are dying on the first page, and I was like, yeah, this is Tom, all right.
I hope you read. It has Chris Burnham.
Chris Burnham, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Chris Burnham. I've always wanted to work with him. I've known him for so many years. He's kind of the artist. Like, all my art friends kind of talk about him because he does super. He's the inheritor of Frank Quietly. I mean, I think he'd probably yell if you were saying that, but that's what he is. He took that mantle of sort of looking at superheroes beautifully, but also semi-ironically. So he's almost commenting on them with his art, and also he's the guy who put a sword through 10-year-old Damien. So I was like, we'll get along. We have to.
He's a very thoughtful storyteller. Like, he's very thoughtful and puts a lot of work into every bit of it, and you can see it in this comic. If you haven't checked it out, the stuff that Burnham did is really beautiful. Like, every page, and Adreno Lucas colored it, and it's just awesome.
And that's his dad. He drew his dad as Superman. That's a
Oh, really? Oh, you're getting deep. You guys really went into this. It's like, this is a story about father and son, so we're gonna really make it that.
Yeah,
it's really beautiful. Yeah.